Djokovic was defaulted from the U.S. Open for unintentionally hitting a line judge in the throat with a tennis ball. The world number one had not lost a match all season and was the heavy favorite to win in New York. So what did he do in the days that followed?
I mean, of course, it was very hard for me to accept that right after it happened. I mean, for a couple of days, I was in shock. I will have to accept it, and as I have, and move on, and embrace it as well, and kind of welcome it as a great lesson. Because I mean, I try to have that kind of a mentality where I, as weird as it sounds, but befriend that kind of experience. Try to make the most out of it. I mean, take the lesson and move on wiser, hopefully, and richer in terms of experience. But it's going to be there. It's still there, of course. And you guys do a great job of reminding me of it.
We'll see how it all plays out. I mean, you were there, Nick. What was your reaction as the situation was playing out? As a player, do you know right away that you do something like that, you're out?
I mean, as a player, we know if we hit a ball kid, a line judge and whatnot, that's the rule. I mean, you're out of the tournament. So when that happened, when I saw it happen, it was kind of like, well, wait a second. Yes, this is Novak Djokovic, but that is the rule, and we have to stand by it.
What did you make of his comments there, Jim?
Well, he's still trying to process it. He's still trying to come to grips with it. Clearly, it's unsettling. It's unfortunate. And it's worth reminding everyone it was unintentional. So there was no malice intended with what he did. And we should all be mindful of that. And he suffered plenty, Novak, but it was of his own making. And, and I thought the U.S. Open referee, Zorn's, he was very, very good with Novak. He allowed Novak to express his feelings about the situation, but he also applied the rules as they needed to be applied, no matter who you are, what you're ranked. So I thought, for a difficult situation, that the ref did a really nice job there. And now we'll see if Novak can rebound and put it behind him or use it as fuel for his fire. What I hope doesn't happen is I hope he doesn't go into a shell and become a zombie out there the way he was for a couple of seasons. That's just not who he is. He has to be an emotional, fiery player. Just be more mindful of where you're hitting the balls in anger.
And Novak Djokovic, a part of our schedule tomorrow, and what a schedule it is. These featured matches, Nick, of course, we've got Azarenka and Venus Williams, plus Djokovic and Nadal. Which one stands out to you?
Oh, I think the Venus Williams Victoria Azarenka match. I mean, Venus being a fellow Washington Castle, playing World Team Tennis with her, and then Victoria Azarenka, her obviously coming off an amazing run at the U.S. Open and seeing how her jet lag is going to be, and that should be a great match there. And Novak Djokovic, as we just talked about, seeing how he recovers from what happened at the U.S. Open, and should be some good matches there.
And the scheduler is doing Vika a favor, playing her later in the day. That helps her get a little bit more rest so that she doesn't have to adjust the time quite as quickly. I hope the Tennis Channel will let us do that when we get to Paris for our schedule. Maybe just call the later matches anyway. But boy, the early matches, look at that. Cilic and go fun, going to work. Novak in the local Caruso. What about Jasmine Paolini? She had a nice first round win, and she gets Halep next. It's going to be an awesome day, Steve.
Rafa wanted to know the time. It is 7 o'clock local time. He starts off the night session, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, to see Rafa Nadal, the two-time champ, in Rome, starting his defense of that title. But what a day it's been. We'll see you 5 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. For Jim, Nick, Lindsay, and our entire team, I'm Steve. Thanks so much for joining us today on Tennis Channel Live.